Welcome back, children. So exercise 1.4, you have to visualize 3.765 on the number line using successive magnification. So I had talked about successive magnification method in one of the earlier videos. Please watch that video. You will know how to really go about doing this successive magnification. Okay. So you approach, based on the video. I'm sure you will be able to solve it. Visualize 4.26. There is a horizontal bar, which means 26 is repeating on the number line up to 4 decimal places. This is also successive magnification only. So you have to take, since it is up to 4 decimal places, take 4.2626. Okay. Now you apply successive magnification method. You will know where to find 4.2626. Now let's go to exercise 1.5. Okay. All right. The first question is, classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. So looking at the numbers, you will have to classify whether the given number is rational or irrational. See, 2 minus root 5. Root 5 is irrational. Okay. So if 2 is a rational number. So if you subtract an irrational number from a rational number, or if you add an irrational number to a rational number, the result is an irrational number. Okay. So 2 minus root 5 is an irrational number. 3 plus root of 23 minus root of 23. See, root of 23 is a irrational number. But the moment, you add these two expressions, you have 3 plus root of 23 minus root of 23. So root of 23 will become 0. Okay. So you get only 3. So this expression is a rational number. You have 2 root 7 divided by 7 root 7. You cancel out root 7, you get 2 by 7. Right? 2 by 7 is a rational number. Second question is, simplify each of the following expressions. You have, two expressions that were given. Right? In the first question, it is 3 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 2. Just multiply. 3 into 2 plus root 2 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 2. And whatever answer you get, you combine the like terms, you get the answer. 3 plus root 3 into 3 minus root 3. This is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So remember the identity. A plus b into a minus b equal to a squared minus b squared. Okay. So here you have 3 plus root 3 into 3 minus root 3, which is nothing but 3 squared minus root 3 the whole squared, which is 3. The answer is 6. Third question, recall pi is defined as the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. That is, pi is equal to c by d. This seems to contradict the fact that pi is irrational. We are saying pi is irrational. But pi can be written as c by d. C is circumference of a circle divided by d. So then they are asking, is it not a rational number? The answer is, it is not a rational number, because when we measure c, right, using our scale, these are all approximate only. Our scales are only approximate. This is not giving the exact value. Okay, right? The precision is not there. If you look into the normal scale, right, between 1 and 2, you have only 10 subdivisions, but that is not the real scale, right? You have so many numbers between that, right? But practically, we cannot really come out with a scale with, which has a greater precision, right? So that is why it looks like pi can be written in the form c by d, and it might look like pi is a rational number, but it is not a rational number, it is irrational, because the scale that we use to measure, right, the circumference of a circle or a diameter of a circle, these are all only approximate scale. Okay. So represent the root of 9.3 on the number line. What do? You have to, using geometrical method, you will have to find the root of 9.3. So what is the geometrical method? Please recollect. You have to first draw a line segment AB of length 9.3. From B, draw another line segment of 1 centimeter length. Okay. So you have AC, which is 10.3. Now find the midpoint of AC. Mark it as O. How do you find the midpoint? you keep your compass, the needle point on A, take the length in the compass which is greater than the half point of AC, okay? Make it large enough. It could even be AC, all right? And then from A, draw a arc. Below, you draw another arc. From C, draw another arc. Below also another arc. Join this line. The point that intersects with the AC is the midpoint, okay? These things you had studied in practical geometry in your 8th standard. So you find the midpoint, O, okay? So keeping O as the midpoint, measure OA, which is the radius of the semicircle that you are going to draw, okay? So keep it at O, draw a semicircle with OA as the radius. When you draw it OC, it will end in C, okay? So OC is also a radius. Now from B to the semicircle, to the point in the semicircle, draw a perpendicular line, okay? Join, you call the perpendicular line from B that meets the semicircle, that point as D, right? You join OD, okay? This is the hypotenuse. Now BD will be root of 9.3. Length of BD will be root of 9.3. This we had studied in our videos, okay? So please refer back to the video pertaining to this geometrical representation of a square root. So BD will be root of 9.3. Take this length, draw a number line from 0, cut an arc, that is root of 9.3 on the number line, okay? Rationalize the denominators of the following. I will take the third question, 1 divided by root 5 plus root 2. The meaning of rationalization is you should have in the denominator a rational number. That is the meaning of rationalizing the denominator. Okay, that is the meaning of rationalizing the denominator. Okay, so the denominator here in this question is 1 divided by root 5 plus root 2. So root 5 plus root 2 is the denominator. So how do you rationalize, how do you convert that into a rational number? Multiply both numerator and denominator with root 5 minus root 2. Okay. So when you multiply numerator and denominator with root 5 minus root 2, you get root 5 minus root 2 divided by root 5 plus 2 into root 5 minus 2. Now the denominator is of the form a plus b into a minus b, which is equal to a squared minus b squared. So this fraction will become root of this will become root 5 minus root 2 divided by root 5 the whole square minus root 2 the whole square, which is equal to root 5 minus root 2 divided by 5 minus 2, 3. Okay, so your denominator has become a rational number. So this is what it means by rationalizing. Okay, so the moment you hear rationalize the denominator, what they are asking for is convert the denominator into a rational number. So all you have to do is you will have to look at the denominator. If it is in the first question it is root 7, all you have to do is multiply both numerator and denominator with root 7. Your denominator will become a rational number. If it is root 5 plus root 2, multiply both with root 5 minus root 2. You have the identity a squared minus b squared. It becomes a rational number. Okay. Alright. Now the next exercise 1.6 is with respect to the law of exponents. Okay. See, we also saw law of exponents being applied in this chapter in number system. We saw how to represent square root of any number in the form of exponents, right? Square root of x is equal to x to the power 1 by 2, and we saw that law of exponents holds good, right? Even in such cases. All right. So exercise 1.6, the first question is find 64 to the power 1 by 2. So what is 64 to the power 1 by 2? 64 is 8 square. So 8 square, the whole to the power 1 by 2. So as per the law of exponents, we know a to the power m, the whole power n equal to a to the power m into n. Okay, mn. So 8 square, the whole power 1 by 2 equal to 8 to the power 2 into 1 by 2. 2 gets cancelled, it becomes 8. Alright. Now let's go to the second question. You have 16 to the power 3 by 4. Okay. You have 16 to the power 3 by 4. This is the third question in the second main question, because each question has got multiple questions, multiple sums. Okay, so in the second question, the third subpart is 16 to the power 3 by 4. So 16 can be written as 2 to the power 4. So 2 to the power 4, the whole to the power 3 by 4. 4 gets cancelled. 2 cube is 8. Third question. In the third question, first part is, they are asking us to simplify 2 to the power 2 by 3 multiplied by 2 to the power 1 by 5. Whenever you see a dot, it means multiplication. So 2 to the power 2 by 3 multiplied by 2 to the power 1 by 5. So a to the power m into a to the power n equal to a to the power m plus n. So this becomes 2 to the power 2 by 3 plus 1 by 5. Now take the LCM. 15 is the LCM. 15, it will become 10 plus 3, 13 by 15. It will become 2 to the power 13 by 15, which is the answer. Okay. So please try solving other sums as well. In case if you have any doubts, please get back to us. Please write an email, right? I want that interaction to be happening. Okay. Do not keep the doubts in your mind, right? Please send out an email to our email ID, which is askmentorguru@gmail.com. ASK mentor, MENTOR guru, GURU @gmail.com. Okay. So we will definitely get back to you. See, we are putting this much effort to ensure that you perform well in your academics. Okay, that is why we are putting this much effort. All right. So we want each and every student out there to benefit out of these videos. We certainly will respond back to all your emails. The reason why the detailed keys, sample test papers, personal appointments, tuition kind of services are charged is because, see, that much extra time we have to devote, right? So that is why we are charging those, right? Because, in order to run the organization, we also need some funds to be coming in. So that is why we only charge, whenever our personal time is involved. But these videos and, the doubts clearance over email is absolutely free. Take maximum advantage of, these tools. Okay. So I hope you are finding these videos interesting. I hope that you are finding these videos beneficial. Please share it with your friends. Please share it with whomsoever you feel could benefit out of these videos. All right. And if you could, go and subscribe and then press the bell button and leave your comments, we would certainly appreciate that. All right. So we will see in our next set of videos. We will start off with the next chapter, which is polynomials, another interesting chapter. All right. So all the chapters in the 9th standard, these are very interesting, right? So we will start off with the polynomials in the next set of videos. Until then, goodbye, stay safe, enjoy yourself. Okay. All the best. Thank you.